Greetings Outlander, my name is Luigi Pingara, photographer, and in this video we'll be talking about playing Morrowind after Skyrim, and I promise to take my nostalgic glasses off. It's really good. I'm surprised on how good Morrowind is, certainly a much more rewarding experience than Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion, in my opinion. I spent hours just exploring the landscape to rediscover the places and people of Vardenfell. All the nostalgia came back, with cities like Vivec, Ebonheart, Balmora, Ald'ruhn, and Sadrith Morva, and many others. Morrowind was the first Bethesda game I played, and I haven't played it since 2006, but it holds up pretty well. There are a few caveats though. Morrowind takes place 200 years before the events of Skyrim, and the graphics seem like they are 20 years older. It still looks impressive in a low poly way. The water still looks great, and the lighting and lens flares are pretty. It is a product of its time, and I won't complain, but the game does benefit with some HD 1K textures mods. The textures in the base game are blurry, but the HD textures make it a little bit nicer. You can see the detail as I get closer to this wall. Another mod I suggest is the one that adds more trees and grass. Sometimes the landscape of Morrowind looks so empty. It needs more clutter, more rocks, trees and grass to make the wilderness of the game truly come alive. There are a number of control differences to those who have only played Skyrim. There is a separate button with magic and melee combat, and it's a precursor to Skyrim's left-hand, right-hand system. To look at your inventory, your spells list and your map, you press right click on the mouse. From here you can select powers, spells, artifacts via a small window before hitting the magic attack button again. In fact, everything is in a small window. You can resize them, but they revert to normal once you exit and enter the inventory again. And the inventory can get cluttered, but it's satisfying by letting you equip armor by clicking on the piece and clicking on the figure of your player character to equip. You'll notice Morrowind has much more armor slots than Skyrim, such as pauldrons, both left and right, and greaves and cuirass being separate pieces rather than one single armor piece of kit found in Skyrim, a feature Skyrim, in my opinion, barely needs. The two most common reasons why people are hesitant to play Morrowind is the combat and the journal system. Say if you had 70 skill in long blade. In Morrowind, this means you have a 70% chance you will land a successful hit with your sword on an enemy. In Skyrim, this would translate as 70% damage on an enemy, making it really frustrating when you are striking an opponent in Morrowind, and it hits, but it does no damage. Luckily, they fixed this problem in later games. I know the journal system was fixed in Morrowind's expansion Tribunal, but in the vanilla game, it lists quests as you get them, not in a neat menu like in Skyrim, making it really confusing if you're just playing it after a year-long hiatus. But there is plenty of features in Morrowind that I wish were implemented in Skyrim, if mods allow that. There are more spells in Morrowind, such as Levitate, and I think that would be useful. Yes, I know the devs removed Levitate because the cities are in their own cell, to stop players levitating into an empty city. But a levitate spell is damned useful to traverse big mountains, when jumping will not do in both Morrowind and Skyrim. I also love the architecture styles of Morrowind. You can see influences from traditional Japanese, Middle Eastern and Renaissance Italy architecture, and it looks even better with the HD textures that I mentioned. The interiors look warm and inviting, but still feel dark elven, if you know what I mean. The monsters and enemies you fight are generally very scary and creepy looking compared to those found in Oblivion, although not as much as Skyrim. I also love the vast amount of options found in Morrowind, from spell crafting to soul trapping of a god in a soul gem, to the amount of factions you can join. I still haven't finished the House Redoran quests, And I never will because I just got expelled. In conclusion, after playing Morrowind after Skyrim, you can still have fun with it. I left my Oblivion playing experience feeling stressed out, but Morrowind left me feeling happy. I much prefer Skyrim due to the later game's immersion and ease of play, but Morrowind is still a great game. It's still fun. Thank you for watching.